personality and anything that you are, anything that you feel about yourself is changeable. If you don't like your personality, if you don't like the way you're currently interacting with the world, if you don't like how you come across to people or how you feel about yourself, all of that which you feel is changeable. And in this video, I want to share with you exactly a step-by-step process that you can follow to completely reinvent yourself and reinvent your personality using the best psychology secrets. So get a pen and get a paper, because today we are rewiring our personality at the core level. And by the end of this video, you will have exactly the tools, exactly the things that you have to do after watching this video to actually step into your dream personality. So without wasting any further time, let's get into it. So first of all, for us to identify a dream personality, we first need to understand our current personality. Maybe you're sitting right now and you're like, you know what, I would really like that confident personality, or I would really like that top tier self concept where I walk into every room and I own that room, or I really want to have this, or I really want to have that. All of that is good, you guys. It's very nice to have ambitions. But the thing, you guys, is that all of these personalities that we're trying to chase, the ideal self that we want to become, this dream self that we want to become, this confident self that we want to become, the only reason why we're becoming all of these things is because on a subconscious level, we want to feel seen and we want to feel validated, right? And this is the core reason why we try to embody a new personality, or why we try to become this next level version of ourselves. And yes, it is completely possible to become that. But before we step into that version and chase another thing outside of ourselves, chase another milestone outside of ourselves, like becoming this dream person or having everyone else adore us or admire us, we first need to work on our core identity and our core level self. Okay, so for us to become our dream self or to step into a dream personality, we first need to accept our current self and negate the things that are not working for us. And this is the only way you can have your foundations to be strong. Because if you don't have your foundations to be strong, what will happen is you will go out and you will try to implement this new personality technique, or you will try to walk into every single room with a lot of confidence, but you will not feel it internally. Right? And I don't want that to happen. And literally, you guys, if you're watching this video with me, you can pause this video and maybe get yourself a pen and paper, or if you're like me, you can open a doc and you can start writing these questions. And after this video, you can journal about these things, because this is going to help you set your foundations to be very, very strong. The first question is, what do I currently believe about my current self-worth? How do I view myself on a daily basis? Because remember, your personality, the people who have their dream personality, the ones that you really admire, the ones that we honestly admire, and the ones that we like, oh my god, this person is so charming, this person is so amazing. These individuals, the first thing that they have gotten right in their life is a good sense of self-worth. And this is exactly what we want to build first. So write about how you currently feel about yourself. When you wake up every single morning, how do you feel about your inherent confidence and your inherent worth? How do you feel about your deservingness beliefs? How do you feel about you deserving success, you deserving love, you deserving admiration? Okay, and then ask yourself if you're okay with that, if you like that, if you do not like that. If you do not like that, then yes, you got the right thing. This is the belief, the deservingness belief, that you have to work on to actually sort of step into a better self-worth for yourself. Okay, so write all of these beliefs, maybe just like do like a open blank journal about who you think you are, how do you feel about your self-worth, how do you feel about, you know, how the world perceives you, and really go deep into it. Okay, and then once you've done that, the next question that you have to ask yourself is, how do I feel about my current self-love? Do I really love myself? Am I really kind to myself? Am I really prioritizing myself? Am I really prioritizing my needs? Because again, the ones that have the dream personality, the ones that you want to embody, the ones that you want to become, all these individuals have a very, very deep level of self-love. And that's why, because they radiate such love on the outside, because their energy is nothing but love, people feel attracted to that. Okay, so again, evaluate yourself in terms of your self-love as well. And thirdly, evaluate yourself in terms of you needing validation, you needing approval, or you needing other people to like you. Because when you need other people to like you, there's this inherent belief within yourself that you are not full and you are not complete. And for us to have that dream personality, we first need to become full and we first need to become complete. In the sense that we love ourselves so much, we care for ourselves so much that we do not need anything outside of a beautiful sense of self to validate us. And when we have such a strong level of a foundation, we can then build on these things and make a dream personality. Now, for me to discuss how to develop self-love, how to, become truly worthy, it will take me literally like 50 to 80 minutes. But I have this YouTube channel, you guys. You can scroll back, and I've made videos on self-love. I've made videos on self-worth and everything that has to do with self. So you can, scroll back to the channel and watch those videos if you really want to learn how. Step number 2 in this process of becoming our dream self and attracting our dream personality is to get clear on what you want and who you want to be, okay? Because how will you ever become who you want to be if you don't even know how that person looks like, how that person talks, and how that person feels on a day-to-day basis? Okay, so for us to embody the dream version of ourselves, we first need to feel it on a core level. And if we can feel that version, that dream personality enough times, it then becomes really simple for us to embody it on a day-to-day basis, okay? So the first question is, how does my dream self talk? When this person goes out in rooms, how do they talk? Are they too talkative? Are they like calm? Are they chill? Is their pace very fast and very nervous? Or is their pace very nice, very calming, and very assured? Number 2, what habits does this person have? So how is this person who has my dream personality living on a day-to-day basis? What habits do they have? Because anyone who has that amazing dream self-assured personality, that person, you guys, on the inside must be very disciplined, must be taking actions, must be waking up and doing the right things, and must be building themselves every single day. Because if you chase simply the exterior, simply wanting validation without wanting to do any work on the inside, that thing that you're building is a facade, and it will be broken one day or another. But if you want to build real self-worth or real personality or real sense of self, you need to develop some really good habits that can make you feel like that. So whoever you want to become, whatever dream personality you want to have, think of the habits of this person. How is this person living on a day-to-day basis to feel so good about themselves? And then write all of these things down. Third question is, when they walk into a room, how do they feel? What is the energy they carry when they walk into a room? And the reason why I'm trying to make you guys do this particular part is because when you walk into a room, you need to walk into rooms feeling like you are it. Okay, and this has to do a lot with your self-concept, which has to do with your self-worth, which has to do with step number 1. So go to step number 1 and think about how do you want to feel when you walk into every single room. And when this person walks into every single room, how does this person feel? Does this person own the room? Does this person own the energy of the room? Is this person it? Is this person the one that everyone's looking at? And how will this person feel when they walk into a room? So what I essentially want you guys to do is that think of all of these questions that your dream self has, that your dream personality has, and then make like a personality blueprint, a character blueprint that you want to embody. Now bear in mind, this blueprint is not any celebrity that you like. This blueprint is not this person that you watched on the internet and you're like, I want to become like this. No, this is your authentic personality blueprint. This is you, but just a better and a much more evolved version of you. Because in this pursuit of becoming our dream self and getting our dream personality, we do not want to lose ourselves. We do not want to lose our authenticity. We do not want to lose our authentic expression. We simply want to enhance who we already are. We simply want to bring out all of ourselves to the world. Getting our dream personality, becoming our dream self is not about suppressing who we are. It's about becoming who we are to the greatest magnitude, to the greatest level. Because when we can operate on 100% authenticity, we automatically become our dream self. Step number 3 is to start rewiring your old beliefs, your old habits, your old ways of being. So I've spoken a lot about this on my channel, and that is that 95% of your brain is on autopilot all the time. So 95% of your habits, 95% of your thoughts, 95% of your beliefs, 95% of your identity is already on autopilot. And for us to become our dream self, we need to become mindful of that 95%. I can say my affirmations in the morning and I can say my affirmations at night. But if throughout the day, I'm letting myself be on autopilot and thinking thoughts of lack and thinking thoughts which are self-depreciating and thinking thoughts which are of fear and of chasing and of not being my best self, then those affirmations and that visualization will not work. So that's why in this process of transitioning to our dream self, we need to become very, very, very conscious of our thoughts. We need to be mindful throughout the day, not just in the morning, not just at night, but throughout the day, you need to be mindful of the thoughts you think. And if that thoughts that you're thinking is in accordance to your dream personality or not. So if you're working throughout the day and you're like, I'm gonna be this person who walks into every single room and owns that room, and in that day you're thinking thoughts like, you know what, I'm not enough, I can't really do anything, why am I even trying, then these thoughts, you guys, are holding you back. Okay, so from now on, in this pursuit of becoming a dream self, whenever such thoughts come up, you have to be like, okay, that's good, I'm getting a thought right now, okay, this is the thought that I don't want. Thank you to my subconscious mind for bringing this unconscious or subconscious thought into my conscious mind. And now that I'm aware that I think thoughts like these on a daily basis, I can now separate myself from this thought and reframe this thought. So if I'm thinking thoughts like I can't do it, or I'm not pretty enough, or I'm not this enough, or I'm not that enough, pause, reflect, and say, you know what, I am enough, I am pretty, I am beautiful, I am amazing, I can do anything I want, I can do anything I want. And keep saying that until and unless that feeling of unworthiness disappears, and this feeling, this great beautiful feeling of worthiness starts to rise within you. Okay, because all we want to do right now is stop that autopilot behavior of us not believing in ourselves, and starts this beautiful behavior of us believing in ourselves and feeling like, you know what, we are worthy, we are enough, and we can do anything we want. The more you can do this, you guys, I'm telling you, your life will completely change. Within 6 months, if you can practice just this beautiful part, in 6 months, you will be a completely different person. The only reason why we don't do all of these things is because it takes a lot of energy for us to change. And people don't want to change. People are very comfortable. They want to be in their comfort zone. They don't want to think raw thoughts. They don't want to change anything. They want to live the same schedule over and over again. That seems to be more comfortable for people than actually putting in the energy, putting in the work to actually change their mind. Okay, so this will be your choice. I'm not gonna be like, make this choice or make that choice. Yeah, I'm not gonna help with that. This is your life, and you are an adult, and you're grown up enough to make this choice for yourself. Step number 5 is to role play until it becomes real. So now you know the habits you want. Now you know the way you talk. Now you know the way you walk into a room. And now you're also stopping your unconscious and subconscious behaviors that are self-sabotaging. Plus, you're building your self-worth from a core level. The only thing that is left, you guys, in this process of shifting into a dream personality is to start acting like it. Fake it till you make it. This is the best recipe for us to become our dream self, because we just simply now need to take action in accordance with the dream version of ourselves we want to become. So walk into every single room like you own it, whether or not you feel it initially, because it might not happen as you start going on this journey, but eventually, as you keep progressing on this journey, you will start to feel it. So walk into every single room like you own that room. Okay, talk to individuals like you are the most confident person, even if you don't feel it, even if your body's like, we have never done this, and what are you doing? You're an introvert. By the way, these labels that we have, I'm an introvert, I'm an extrovert, all these things are just labels. There is no truth, you guys. Everything that we are, everything that we talk about, our personal, everything is just made up in our head, okay? And we act in accordance with the beliefs in our head. So if you can really understand that and really understand what I'm telling you guys, you will be able to realize that nothing is real. And we can start a personality, start a life from scratch. And if we do it well enough, no one will be able to tell that this current you, who is confident, who is magnetic, who is everything, was also once not all of these things. Because every single thing is a belief, right? So what was my point? Okay, yeah, so you have to start role-playing in accordance to your new beliefs. Act like you already are there. Act like you are your dream self. And if you can truly believe it, if you can truly embody it like a truth in your heart, you guys, it will start to happen, and people will start to feel that energy from you. And that's all it takes. If once people can understand, okay, this person has changed, and this person is now confident, and they have their things together, they believe in themselves, they love themselves, they will treat you with that new personality that you've adopted. People will forget about your old personality, and that old belief system, that old personality, that survival self that you've created because of being in this world will start to die, and your new creator self, the creator self that magnetizes everything towards themselves and is literally the most authentic expression of their true essence, of their true self, will start to be burst. And this is exactly, you guys, how you step into your dream personality. By the way, in this process of becoming your dream self, you also need to do one more important thing. The thing, you guys, is that we do all of these things without realizing that there are some tools that can really help us. Tools like breath work, tools like going out in nature, and tools like meditating every single day. So I've been doing breathwork since some months now, and breathwork, you guys, is really calming me down. Like breathwork, you guys, the way breathwork calms me down these days is amazing. It's pretty good. All you have to do is, whenever you feel tense, whenever you feel like you don't have control over your life, just breathe for 4, hold for 4, and exhale for 8. And just completely relax. Do some EFT tapping. All of these things really help in your transition phase. And you're transitioning to a new person, a lot of energy is required. A lot of effort is required. A lot of willpower is required. And in this new phase of your life, in this new building of self, if you can incorporate these beautiful tools like meditating and doing some breath work, having a nice morning routine, having a nice, evening routine, having a nice before bed routine, it's not going to be like a super long 1 hour routine, but like 10 minutes, 15 minutes throughout the day. This, you guys, I can attest to it because I've been doing it and it's really helping me. So just doing like 10 minutes of breath work in the morning, 10 minutes of breath work before bed will really help you to calm your nervous system down. And then making these changes will not feel like an uphill battle. It will feel like this thing that you want to do. It will feel right and it will feel aligned. And that, again, you guys, will really help you to become your dream self and to step into your dream identity. Now, since I spoke a lot about building a self-worth internally and feeling worthy from within, feeling full from within, and feeling so worthy that no one's yes, no one's no, no one's validation can really shake your sense of self, I've actually made a full entire video on exactly how to become this beautiful self-worthy individual. So I'll leave this video right here. So if you truly want to build your self-worth whilst building your dream personality, I highly recommend you check this video out, and I'll see you on my next one.